Hi all, how are you going? And welcome with me, Redsky here on another round of righteous readings. We're continuing with the last couple of signs that we've got now for the month of March 2022, as it is very much nearly upon us now. We are just literally in the last day of February's energy now, so we are really seeing the very end of the Happy Piscean energy as we go into Pisces month of March, their birthday month. It's going to be a different month, I think. So far the readings have reflected a lot of change going on for the love round, which we are continuing with now. So for this one, guys, Venus placements are highly prevalent. So where your Venus lies in your natal chart, the star sign that holds the position of that planet is the star sign reading you should be watching today that correlates to that. If you don't know, don't care to, that's okay. You can go via your sun, moon and rising. There will still be messages that will attain to you there. But if you want the best chance of resonating with the reading, I highly suggest checking out your Venus placement through your natal chart. Put it in your search engine, free natal chart. It'll pop out a few selections. Just put in your date, time of birth and place of birth, and bam bam ka-cham, you have a natal chart there, ma'am. It's really that simple. It will even tell you the houses that correlate to that sign, to that planetary placement. It has everything you need to know there, all in one-stop shop for free. Check it out. Okay, now Gemini, Venus placements, or Sun, Moon and Rising. Hi, how you going? We're about to do your March love reading for singles first, and then for Geminis who are in a coupled relationship. Okay, as I said, Venus placements, if not Sun, Moon or Rising, just make sure that you are looking at the same for both you and your partner. Cross watchers, g'day. Remember, roles can be reversed, so because this is Gemini's reading, Gemini will always be read first. They will always be on the top, whereas you'll be secondary or down the bottom. Now, let us begin with the single Geminis. How are you going? We're looking at your March month. We're looking at 6 different aspects of your life to cover all areas of you, baby. We're looking at work, ambition, friendship, love, family, and health, which I will clarify and then explain it all to you. Now, on occasion, I will pull additional messages. If I don't pull them during this round, do not be offended. It is nothing personal. It is either A, a time factual thing, or B, I have been instructed by the divine that you do not need. So do not worry, okay? If the messages are meant to be there for you, they will. And don't get too bogged down if, one star sign got a few extra cards. I think it's just because the messages need to come through, and that wasn't necessary for you, okay? So think no more of it, okay? That's all it is. So let's hit it now before I get, 10 minutes of me racking on about nothing. So Gemini, singles, this is your March monthly, where we're looking at love primarily, but also all aspects of the single Gemini. And I wish you very, very best for the month of March. Let me warm up the cards. Let's find out what the divine has to say to the single gems for the month of March 2022. Here we go. Do you hear that storm that's just coming? Love the rain. Gemini. I die for dreaming. Well, that doesn't make you happy. So just check out the Gemini singles. Here we go. Okay, single Gemini, let's find out what's going in for your March 2022, please, spirits and guides. Coming in for single Gemini, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. March 2022 for single Gemini, 6 aspects of life: work, ambition, friendship, love, family, and health, spirit. We'll see you for these placements. Gemini singles for month of March 2022. Single Gemini, Venus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. March 2022. Sorry. Please clarify this reading for Gemini singles, please. Five of Pentacles reversed, please clarify this energy of the Five of Pentacles reversed, clarify. Five of Pentacles reversed. Three of Wands reversed, please clarify this energy of the Three of Wands reversed. Clarify the Three of Wands reversed. Clarify the Seven of Swords reversed, please. Why is the Seven of Swords reversed? Clarify the Seven of Swords. Please clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Three of Pentacles reversed, please. Why is the Three of Pentacles reversed? Why did the Six of Swords come out during the pre-shuffle, please? Why is that Six of Swords here? The Six of Swords power. Storyline on its own. Okay, I'm not going to pull any more cards, do I? Otherwise we're going to have a billion stories. Sorry, parched. So as you could tell, I had a card come out during the pre-shuffle. I put that aside and I did ask for clarification of that at the end. I'm going to leave that aside until the actual reading is done. And then I'll tell you what came out during the pre-shuffle and its clarification. So we can just stick to the normal reading and not get you too confused. So let's go to that now for the single Geminis. Your first placement is work. What are you doing for a pentacle, for prosperity, for work, for March 2022. We initially had the Five of Pentacles reverse, and this was then clarified by the Justice card, which of course is the sign of Libra's major arcana. Five of Pentacles reverse and the Justice card for work. You know, I really gotta tell you guys that the Five of Pentacles reverse is that energy of having the same old crap to deal with, but trying to put a positive spin on it. You know, glass half full kind of energy. You know, if I just put a positive spin on it, it'll be all fine, and maybe the outcome will change, even though I've got the same problems, same issues, and nothing's really changed. But if I put a positive spin on it, like the glass is half full, you hope to have a better outcome or a better chance of a different outcome, because you know that you're dealing with the same old crap. Clarifying this work placement is that of Justice, major arcana for Libra. I'm seeing here that there is some sort of, you know, a situation here where a third party is going to come in, wave the gavel, make a decision here, and it's going to be truly unbiased. It's going to be truly fair. It may not necessarily be what you want, Gemini, but it will be fair for all parties involved. And it's going to be done. It's like that is going to be the end of that finally. The decision will be made, and it will be amicable, leaving this situation. It will be a fair outcome. I really feel that this outcome will not be exactly what you want, but when you look at it, I think you won't lose any sleep over it, because it'll be like, oh, well, it was a very very unbiased decision. There's no choosing sides here. There was no being swayed either way. There was none of that shit. It was truly amicable. So Gemini, with work, you are trying to have a positive spin on the same old crap, but I do feel that there is going to be a third party within the workplace that comes in to sort of wave the gavel and say, look, this is the decision, this is what's going on, move on, like, and just, you know, move forward. And I feel like that this is actually kind of in a way what you want, whether the outcome exactly is or not. But this wrapping up, this sense of no more waiting, the decision's been made, it's a done dollar, we move on now. I think that's what you've really been waiting for more than anything else. It's just it's finished. Your next position, Gemini, Venus is Sun, Moon, rising. for the month of March is that of your ambitions. So what are you really wanting throughout the month of March? We had the Three of Wands reverse come in first with the Tower. Your ambitions are your ambitions are that of realizing that your ambitions are not coming in. And that's a tough realization, I feel, for you, Gemini. Because I feel like this has been an ongoing cycle for you. Finally getting your hopes up, finally getting an idea or a want or a need or something you want to put your energy into, something that gives you a spark of excitement, happiness, connection. And then bam, door shuts in your face. It gets taken away, or it falls straight through your fingers, or it blows the fuck up. Your ambitions is that the Three of Wands reverse. Your ships are not coming in. You've been waiting at the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away, waiting for this big ship with your monetary or prosperity or your material, what you've worked so fucking hard for. But the bitch ain't coming in. So what happens then? What else happens for Gemini but the Tower? Everything then collapses. Everything. Not just the walls, the floor, and the structure of the fucking building, but the actual floor itself, the foundation of it. It's like the land just gets swept away. There's just nothing there to even hold, wait. Is that lack of feeling structured to anything? That lack of feeling of being so a part of something that you can't be taken away from it. Gemini, your ambitions are that you've hoped, you've wished, you've prayed, and you've been patient, which was not an easy feat for you. But you've had a gutful. You played the game the way you were told to play it. You didn't cheat, you didn't go past go twice, and you did not collect that extra damn bonus. But what you did expect to get was your ship to come in with your prosperity that you had so banked on. When that didn't, it all came crashing down for Gemini. Not just in the thought process of an ambition, and not just the ambition itself, but I'm talking about your relationship with ambition, your desire for ambition. Like I said, it's never easy, Gemini. Especially today, apparently. We move on now to the next placement, which is all about friendship connections. Friendship connections for Gemini, singles, Seven of Swords reversed with the Three of Swords. I'm seeing here, with friendships, there's been a lot of slanderous babbling, gossip, bullshit. And you've been listening to people that have been telling you shit, not telling you the truth. They've been stirring the pot, shit stirring. They've got you in a tizzy, not knowing what's going on. They've got people around you that you care about in a tizzy, thinking that things are happening with you, and all this crazy shit, all because one or two people decided to start the rumour mill buzz with falsified information, gossip. But this led to real pain here. The Three of Swords is real heartbreak, real rupture, real sorrow. I feel like this gossip not just wrecked the friendship, but broke your heart, Gemini. I feel like this is attainment to someone that was very, very special to you. Maybe a long-term friendship, or someone that once was a lover that you had gone back to a friend's setting with, or vice versa. But this very much hurt you. That Three of Swords is that of absence, sorrow, disappointment and strife, dispersion, diversion, opposition, separation, breakup because of someone talking shit. I hate that. I hate that. Love. Maybe this is why. For love, we've got the Three of Cups and the Nine of Swords reverse. For love, there is a complete resolution here, real conclusion, real solace here. The Three of Cups is that of coming into alignment to forgive, repent, and let it go. And this isn't like let it go for today and we'll bring it up next time we have a few drinks. Take the piss out of you about it. This is like it never ever happened. It's real solace. It's real conclusion. It is real forgiveness. And moving forward in a mutually consolidated energy of respect. After that, we have the Nine of Swords coming in, but it is inverted, clarifying that Three of Cups for your love position. I'm seeing here that with this Three of Cups, though, you do have some suspicion here. You do have, you think it's a little bit shady, I want to say. You don't trust it. I feel like it's back to this gossip again that was suffered through your friendship. I feel like this has something to do with this as well. You've decided to celebrate here, coming back together with this connection. Even if it's just for a celebration, you weren't expecting anything more. But the same old cycle's going to happen again. You know, them talking bullshit, starting up the rumor mill, making slanderous gossip. You don't trust them. You may like them, you may even love them, but you sure as shit don't trust them. And I'm sure as shit this Three of Cups consolidation, it's not going to last long if that's what they're really doing. The cycle will continue again, and I think that's what that Nine of Swords reverse is trying to say. The cycle of slanderous gossip will just start up again. They have not learned their lessons. I don't think this person ever will, to be honest. It's a very, I want to say like an immature mind, but maybe not the fact that so much they're actually immature even in age, but lacking in life experience and understanding of this kind of behaviour is not acceptable or appropriate or warranted, really. I'm wondering. You tell me it's your story. If it is your story, let me know. What the? God, I need another cup. I was ticking on 6 a.m. now. Never mind. Family connections for the single Geminis. We have the sign of Taurus's major arcana come through with the Hierophant. This is clarified by the Five of Swords. Family connections are that of coming back into alignment. I feel like if you and your family share some sort of spiritualism, religion, something to do with, you know, spirituality, religion, things of that nature, there's going to be a coming together in regards to that. Trying to realign, trying to get back on the same page as family. The Five of Swords, though, I've got to be honest with you guys, I feel like this could be quite short-lived, because I feel like with that Five of Swords, it's like, it's going to go one way or the other. You'll either be the victor here and hold the swords, or you'll be the dejected and thrown off the beach. It's going to be, it's 50-50, but it will go one way or the other. At the moment, it's on the knife's edge, but you will go one way or the other. You will have an answer here by the end of March as to whether this coming back into alignment with family or a marriage or something to do with family, marriage, something could be. I feel like it's more to do with spiritualism or religion here, like going back, trying to get back on the same page with family and going back to cultural belief systems or something of that nature. Some sort of conformity, some sort of and this will either make it or break it. It will make it or break it. You'll either learn to keep doing this with due diligence and it may grow, or you're just going to say, I really hated this all my life. This doesn't align with me now. It didn't align with me then. It's not me. And this may rupture. It's really on a knife's edge as to how your family situation is going at the moment, I feel, Gemini. Some of you, I think you might actually be having well, you might have gone through an energy of not talking to your family for quite some time here. You know, you're going through some shit, and I feel like you do need some support. And I feel like they reach out, you reach out. It's that whole need to try to reconnect, try to re-understand, try to... I feel like it's not 50-50 whether it will work. Let's get to the next position now, the final position, which was health for Gemini singles. Three of Pentacles reversed, and this clarified by the Page of Cups. Three of Pentacles reverse is real sloppiness, mediocrity, you know, wanting something but not putting any energy to it. Not even the fact that you're not putting any energy to it. When you do, it's just sloppy, it's just a mess, it's just half-assed bullshit, and you're capable of so much more. You're not really trying, you're just fluffing it. Clarifying that is a Page of Cups. This is someone that's very trusting, very reflective, and very prudent. This is someone that's very loyal, someone that likes you. It's a small offering because it's only a page, but nevertheless it is an offering. I'm seeing that there might be an adolescent, someone a bit younger, someone a bit immature, not having so much life experience, or someone that has had a lot of life experience but are just very young in years. And I mean very young in years, very petite in years. But this Page of Cups is giving you an offering here, whether it's in an actual offering of like a proposal of love, whether it's a little bit more of a minute sentiment of, you know, I really like you, let's go out for coffee kind of thing. It's trying to spark up a connection here. I feel like this is, because this is the health, you know, you're being really sloppy, and I feel like someone's going to pull you up. You're going to be your typical Gemini self and pretty much tell them to go get effed in the most colourful but polite language that you can muster within the 2.3 seconds you have to reply, which you do in less than 1.2, because that's how we roll. You roll, whatever. And they're going to be taken so aback by your not only candidness but your directness and your funniness. They will just want to know you and not want to leave you from the moment they meet you. Is that real? I really like you, let's hang out, let's just go play hide and seek, and then let's just go get a slushie. And then we can talk for 3 hours on the phone line until I fall asleep, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. It's like that real, not naive, I don't want to say that because it's not really naive, it's just that real childlike bliss of when you first find a best friend, when you first have that really deep connection. You know, I don't know. For me, that was more high school, but yeah. I feel like you meet this person through health. Like, you're being really sloppy, you might be not on a health kick, and you're just not putting any energy to it, and you're like, yeah, I lost 5 kilos, you're totally lying, you know you didn't. You go to a GP or something. This is just an example for a health check or something, and, you know, bam, Page of Cups, young new doctor or something out of, you know, uni, you know, first year in grad, you know, finding the ropes, finding his place in his craft. Very chipper, very delicious, and more importantly, very available. Perhaps take it if it resonates. The underlying energy for the reading and the clarification was that the Magician reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. The whole underlying energy for your month, Gemini, is that of trickery, contradictionaries. When the Magician is reversed, he doesn't do things for his highest good, he does it to, you know, be mischievous, trickster, or smart ass. The Knight of Wands is reversed. It's lacking in a journey here. I really feel like there's some sort of interruption here. Every time you try to get some sort of movement, things start falling on their head, things start falling apart. There is a lot of quarrelling around you, Gemini, for March. People are talking a lot of shit, and it's making a lot of people question whether they really know you and whether you really are who they think you are. Even though a lot of these people, I feel like, have known you your whole life since you came out your mama's coochie. You know what I'm saying? Most of them probably were there when that happened. But it's like this ancestral thing they've known you growing up. But these people are casting such stones of judgment, Gemini, and it's really damaging. I feel like it is actually affecting not just you, but facets, connections, and communicative states that you have with all aspects of your life. Work, family, friends, love, the whole board. It's like it's leached its way through into every aspect of your life now. It's affecting. I feel with that Knight of Wands reversed as well, this is someone that is very cunning. You know, someone that is talks a lot of crap, brings in change. He doesn't know what to do. He's very fickle, flighty. But most importantly, I feel like there is a breakup here of relationships. There's just a massive rupture. It's about to rupture and bleed out, I feel. Now, remember how I said there was a card that fell out during the pre-shuffle? Well, we're going to get to that now. It's this additional extra bonus because I didn't expect this to happen. This doesn't even happen. Oh, shit. Apologies. So the card that came out during the pre-shuffle was the Six of Swords. So this is a journey and advancement. This is the water Uber, a lot of people call it. It's a journey and advancement after going through an extremely long period of anxiety and treachery, possibly in the past or in the very just gone. It's that need to get away. It's that need to rid yourself of the people, places and things that taint the situation of whatever happened. Clarifying this Six of Swords is a story of its own. The Empress, Venus energy, the Ace of Cups, fresh new seed, King of Cups reverse, that's a worry, Ten of Swords, even more so. So let's start with the Empress and the Ace of Cups because that's quite lovely. And then we move into the quite dark energy. The Empress is Venus energy. This is femininity. This is the mother, the nurturer. This is fertility. This is birth. This is life, the creation, and the birthing of a child. It is being in your fruitfulness, being in your prime, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, and attracting people of wherever you go. They're coming to you like honey to the bee. They are very much want a piece of you, and you don't really know why because you're wearing the same hairstyle since forever, and you haven't done anything different with clothing or whatever. But it's like you've got on men and femme guard. You know, the men and femme are wafting your way something crazy. Either whatever you go for, it's your choice. It's your life and your reading. With the Ace of Cups, clarifying this Empress energy, good God, you're in for a treat. Because this is just great abundance, perfection, a fresh new seed in love. You're loving yourself. You're loving how you feel, how you look, how people are reacting to this. Getting a lot of attention, I want to say. After you get away from this anxiety and this burden, go on this journey away from the things that have held you back. But then clarifying this beautiful energy of these two cards, the Empress and the Ace of Cups, which you can't get much better. Then you can't get much freaking worse with these two. The King of Cups reversed with the Ten of Swords. Because now we've just turned this beautifulness in, its head and put it through the blender 20 times. Because now, King of Cups reversed, that's an individual who's all about scandal, injustice. A person that's all about being crafty and making people mistrust them through that craftiness. They're full of ego and they make everyone around them vulnerable. They could steal ice to Eskimos and they could steal it twice as fast. Ten of Swords, ten's a completion of cycles. That of Swords is that of being completely pained, ruined, backstabbed, bleeding out, left for dead. Can't go any further. Ruin, pain, affliction, mental anguish, desolation, misfortune, and deep disappointment. Desolation, I think, describes it extremely well. I feel like you're in your divineness, beautifulness, the Empress and the Ace of Cups. You're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. And you're not actually looking for anything at the moment. It's funny when that happens because that's when things come finding you. And a King of Cups reverse is going to come in. Someone that's very crafty. Someone that will tell you everything you want to hear. Someone that's only there to scandalise you, to bring in injustice towards you, to steal, rob, rape, pillage, whatever it taints to. This person is not good. They have an agenda. Whether it's to steal from you your money, whether it's to steal from you your sanity, whether it's to steal from you something that can never be brought back. I would be very, very warned and red flagged about this energy because this person is going to bring in your doom. It's going to bring in your ruining, your reckoning, Gemini singles. They're attracted to you. They see what you are, the Empress and the Ace of Cups. A delicious treat, good enough for them to gobble the whole thing up, not just eat. They are this. King of Cups reverse, Ten of Swords. You are the Empress and Ace of Cups. It's like looking at the lightest of lights to the darkest of shadows. You are this, and I feel like someone's coming across your path that is this. This is very dangerous to someone like this. Look at these flowers wilting. Look at those flowers growing and that heart blossoming. Now look at their side. Now look at your side. This person, if this is attaining to someone outside of you, be beyond super duper careful, Gemini. I have a very bad feeling about this energy, this person that's going to cross your path after seeing how delicious you are. And you're not looking for anything, and you're quite chuffed at the moment that you're feeling like this, and you're looking like this, and you're doing these things, and you're getting on by. It's when you're going to attract yourself a bit of a pariah, person that's not of good character, not of good standing, and definitely not with good intention at all, Gemini. It's someone that you should definitely steer clear of. And if this is an aspect of yourself, which I do not believe it is, I think you might need to question what's most important and what it is you're actually doing. Because an Empress doesn't act like that. And she sure as hell doesn't fall in love with the King of Cups reversed. The Empress is the divine feminine. She's all the queens combined. King of Cups reversed is a gnat, a mosquito. Kill the damn mosquito. Even if it bites you, what you can do? Itch your spot for a day? You're the Empress with an Ace of Cups. You can have anything you damn wanted. And anyone will fight for you to get your attention. You just have to ask. 20 men would stand in the room to fight this one off. You're in hot demand. Hotter than hot demand. You are the demand. Let me clear the board now, and we'll move to part 2 for the couples of Gemini and their person. This is the connection spread, where we look at the thoughts, feelings and intention Gemini has towards their person and what their person has towards Gemini for the month of March 2022. We'll then look at an outcome of the two energies coming together moving forward out of March. All of these placements I will clarify and explain to you in deep detail. We will then pull a few from the Manifestation Oracle, which is a sister deck to my tarot, all done by the same artist. Now, Gemini, Venus placements, if not Sun, Moon or Rising, this is your love reading, couples for the month of March. This is for you and your person that you're connecting with. Just remember, cross watches, roles can be reversed, so flip it, flop it, reverse it if you need to. But remember, this is Gemini's reading, so I will always read Gemini first on the top. Cross watcher, you will be secondly down the bottom. Even if I think this person, that person, where's Waldo, who's that over there, is Gemini, I will not be regarding it as such. I will only regard Gemini as this person on the top. You're all very smart individuals, much smarter than what I am. I'm sure you can work out what side you are and take it if it resonates. If it's not resonating at all, it's not your reading today. But please come see me next month. I may have a message for you then. Stay tuned to the very end, as I said, to get the complete amount of messages in case we do pull extras. So Gemini, cross watchers, welcome. Let's hit this and find out what's coming in for you and your person. The connection spread, if you're familiar with my channel, you will be familiar with this spread. Love, March 2020. Let's go, Gemini. Okay, here we go. Gemini couples and cross watchers. We're connecting with the Gemini for the month of March. Welcome. get into your love reading for the month. We are doing the connection spread, please. Spirits and guides for Gemini, Venus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 2022, and the person they're connecting with, please. I'm looking for the thoughts, feelings, and intentions Gemini have towards this person, and this person towards Gemini for the month of March 2022, and an outcome of the two energies coming together and moving forward, please, Spirit. A little bit more energy up in here for you guys for some reason. A little bit more shuffle. Patience is a virtue. I'm hearing patience is a virtue. I was just wondering what thoughts I heard. Gemini and their person, please, spirits and guides, March 2022. Connection spread for Gemini, Venus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and their person they're connected with March. Thank you. Let's go. Clarify Gemini's thoughts towards this person, please. The Hierophant. Please clarify the Hierophant. Please clarify Gemini's feelings towards this person. The Page of Cups. Please clarify the Page of Cups. 3 Page. Please clarify Gemini's intentions towards this person. The Moon in reverse. Please clarify the Moon in reverse. This person's thoughts towards Gemini, the 4 of Cups reverse. Please clarify this energy of the 4 of Cups reverse. This person's feelings towards Gemini, we have the 5 of Swords. Please clarify this person's feelings towards Gemini, the 5 of Swords. Please clarify this person's intentions towards Gemini, the Ace of Cups reverse. Why is this Ace of Cups reverse? Clarify the Ace of Cups reverse. Please clarify the outcome of the two energies coming together moving forward of Gemini and this person. One more, please, Spirit, for the 6 of Swords. Okay, so please give me 2. Alright. One more moment. Additional messages, please, for Gemini and this person. They're connected with March 2022. Additional messages for Gemini and this person. Venus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Gemini and this person, please. Additional messages. March 2022, please. Gemini and this person for March 2022. Put them up there till later. Okay, Gemini, couples, and cross-watcher. Okay. I just changed my angle here because I've got my phone charging, so that angle's 3 degrees off. Not that I would know that, of course. Gemini. Gems. Gemini. Your thoughts towards the person you're connecting with for March. What are you thinking? You're thinking initially the Hierophant, sign of Taurus, clarified by the Page of Swords. Gemini. You're thinking that this could be someone maybe that you want to really invest in spiritually, maybe marriage. The Hierophant, which is major card for Taurus, is that of conformity. It's that of religion, spirituality. It's that of marriage. It's that of compassion. It's that of servitude. And most importantly, it is that of helping those in need and doing what you can and being honest. When the Hierophant comes in, it is all about forgiveness, inspiration, and compassion. It's about being very generous. But most importantly, it is a bit of a tendency to cling to ideals and principles even after they are outdated. Clarifying this very deep spiritual energy. Page of Swords. Gemini. In your thought process, you are thinking that this person is worthy of all these qualities of the Hierophant, maybe marriage, or your compassion, or your servitude, or your blah, 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 blah. All of that good stuff. But there's something about this person that you don't trust, or that you have trust issues from past relationships. I've got to call it like I said, Gemini. You want information to make sure you're right about this person before you actually sign any dotted line, verbally agree to it. You're very strongly thinking that you want to. For a lot of you Geminis, I really do think that you want to move forward with this and maybe think about engagement or really settling down with this person. But I do see that you have some serious trust issues in the way of truth and honesty. And you need to know that this person is being 100 billion trillion% to the point, to the T, to the dot, to the I, honest to you, truthful to you, and it's not hiding anything from you. So you're going a little snoopy. You want this alignment with this person. In the mental facilities, you're thinking this hardcore. But Gemini, you will not give any intention to it though until you have investigated first and gone full Columbo all over this. So you're looking for things that are less than known with that Page of Swords, things that people try to keep behind, secrets, the unknown. You want to uncover the information which is less than obvious. You want to know everything that's lurking in the shadows when it comes to this person. You want to make sure that there's nothing you haven't seen or that has not been foreseen. So this is what I found even more interesting. The Page of Swords came in to clarify the Hierophant for your thoughts, your feelings towards this person. The Page of Cups, which is clarified by the Page of Pentacle reverse. We had all three of the 4 pages come out on your side alone. We had air, we had water, and we have Pentacle, which is earth energy. Air, water, earth. I have a funny feeling that this might have something to do with the placements of your natal chart as well. Your feelings are that with the Page of Cups. It is a small investment, it is a small token, but nevertheless, it is very much a token. I feel like this is as much as you can give at this moment, so it is a lot for you, Gemini, to be offering this up. Page of Cups, I want to say to you guys, is all about trust. You're showing this person that you are trustworthy and that you want and expect that back in return. You're being very loyal. So many people like you. People know that you're honest and upfront. You think before you act and freely offer advice and help. Clarifying that is the Page of Pentacle reverse. This is someone that's a bit of a dreamer, is very wasteful, unrealistic. Their approach to life lacks humour and joy. You feel a little self-important, a bit inflated, and your ideas are a bit dull. Don't have any security. You think a lot more it's be than it's be. There really is a sensation here, Gemini, in the feelings that you want to give this. You're showing this person a page offering, but still it is a good offering of that of someone trustworthy, someone wise, someone that will invest time in the things that are important to this person. But in doing so, you are being quite wasteful, you are being quite rebellious, and you're not really showing 100% genuine of self. I feel like it is a little bit puppeted, or a little bit insecure, a little bit ungrounded. It's a little bit ridiculous, I want to say, Gemini. You are being a little bit over the top. whether that's with the actual idea itself or the delivery that you're going about giving it, I must say there is something a little bit fritzed with this. I really want to say that I have this feeling that the reason you're offering the page is because you do have some reserves from past experience, or maybe experience with this individual, I don't know, that hasn't gone right. So you can only give this small investment at the moment. But you're just trying to make it look all free and follyistic. I think you might be doing that a bit too hard, to the point where this person may start to think that you're a bit insecure and a bit aloft and a bit too airy-fairy. You think and feel what you want at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it don't mean anything. What matters is this placement, what you intend to do. What's your intention towards this person? You think and feel what you want, what you intend is what you do. Your intentions is that Gemini towards this person, the Moon in reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse. Piscean energy, it is Pisces month. Your intention with the Moon in reverse is to see any deception before full damage is done. That is your true intent. It is your true goal throughout all of this. That's why that Page of Swords is in your thoughts. That's why that Page of Pentacles is in your feelings. And that's why the Moon is in reverse in your bloody intentions, Gemini. It's because until you are 100% certain and you have looked under every rock, pulled away every piece of moss and examined every piece of gravel, and you know that this person is at fault in any way, you will not ever give anything to this until you know that first. So you are very hell-bent and intent on finding any deception before full damage is done, for it to only be minor if there is damage to be taken, and to be wise enough to see the deception long before it comes. The Knight of Cups reverse is clarifying this Moon reverse energy. You know, this is someone that's all about deception, fraud. This is a player. This is someone that tells you what you want to hear. This is someone that sleeps around a lot. This is someone that's very talks a good game, never follows through. This is an individual that is very next hour has gone by. This is a problem. This is a person that has a lot of problems sorting fact from fiction. They get a little caught up in the idea of it rather than the practicality of it, and their approach is very misleading. They aren't upfront and to the point. If anything, they're very fickle, flighty. They come across as insensitive and kind of useish. Let's look at this person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you now, my darlings. Before I go to get my kids ready for school. This person is thinking towards you, Gemini, the Four of Cups reverse, clarified by the Five of Pentacles reverse. This person is really thinking towards you, Gemini, with that Four of Cups reverse. A lot of bitterness, a lot of wariness. There may be some excessive overindulgence going on here, and they may think that this could lead down a slippery slope of overindulgence and getting a little messy. Honestly, get a little messy. The Four of Cups reverse is saying that they want new approaches, a new relationship here, or new approaches to old problems with new knowledge. I'm seeing that they really want that, because backing that up is the Five of Pentacles reverse. And this is, like I said, having the same old problems but trying to put a fresh new spin on it with the glass half full energy. This is a real sense of trying to reverse any bad trends, trying to bring in new interesting matters, overcome ruin, disharmony in marriage, bring back into alignment love interests, and get back on the same page. So I'm seeing this person really is got some real concerns in their head about whether this is too excessive, this relationship. It's just over the top. Or whether it's worth scraping it clean, taking new approaches to old problems, or just to rip it away and just start like a fresh new day. And just pop this relationship, ship it up out the soil like a fresh new daisy. And start it like dot, if you hear what I mean. Their feelings, this person's feelings towards you, Gemini. More fives. Five of Swords with the Queen of Wands. This is this person's feelings towards you, Gemini. Firstly, the Five of Swords. Being one of the two, victor or the dejected. They're going to bat in the feelings for you, Gemini. And they know it's going to end one of two ways. They're hoping they'll be the victorious here and win your heart. They fear that they will be the dejected and lose this battle, and ultimately the war and everything that was going to have come of it. Clarifying these feelings of being very one or the other and hoping that you're the better of the two is this Queen of Wands, because I like this. Because this is saying that no matter what's going on around this relationship, within this relationship, this person in the feelings ultimately just wants to show you bloody love and passion and sentiment and honesty. The Queen of Wands is someone that is very, very invested. She likes to look after everyone and know what's going on. She's very sympathetic. She's very understanding. And she's very friendly and loving, practical, with charm and grace. She's a gracious hostess. She's very sincere, and she has a real interest in people and their issues and what's going on, how she can help. This individual fears that they could be dejected, but they wish they could be the victor and win your heart, Gemini, and be with you long term. But either way it goes, they are going to still show you, especially in their feelings and in that sentiment, of how they atone to that when they're with you. How they show that in a very warm, very friendly and extremely sympathetic manner. Real heart on the sleeve, real honest and genuine, real sweetness. Then we hit their intentions, and this is, like I said, the most important placement, because you can think and feel all you like. What you intend was what you do. I know you're getting it now, aren't you? Good for you. Their intentions towards you, Gemini, for the month of March. The Ace of Cups reversed with the Justice card. The Justice card is the major arcana for the sign of Libra. Their intention is that with the Ace of Cups reversed, that this relationship will face a change and a massive erosion, whether they want it to or not. I feel like there's a bit of ego here and a bit of self-centeredness or actions which are really preventing this relationship from attaining the happiness it desires or moving forward at all. This person's intentions is clarified by Justice, and this is really about the third party, someone outside of this connection, coming in and making this decision and it being law-abiding. I feel like this person may actually intend some sort of legal what's the word I had it and I lost it, sorry. Reverence? Like, they might go down the path of looking at some sort of legal option which could be a potential for Gemini kind of thing. Some sort of suing you for something through civil court perhaps, or something else of that matter, some sort of contractual. I feel like they're seeking legal advice here. And I feel like before you even realise what's going on, Gemini, you may receive some sort of a serving, paperwork, documentation in regards to this being decided upon without your presence even knowing or being there. I have to get one more for this. Yeah, Four of Swords reverse. Sorry, I pull when I gotta pull. Yeah, so this makes it a little bit clearer for me now too, so I can just make sure I'm on the right path with this for you. Because this person's intentions are pretty thick and fierce, if I'm right, which I'm pretty sure I am now. Because the Four of Swords reverse is that of activity, moving forward, but in a very cautious, in a very economy, in a very guarded manner. It's really feeling it out, looking before moving, knowing that you're going to have a little bit of movement here mentally, but knowing that there's a lot of problems that could go wrong here. I really feel this person's intentions is needing this relationship to change, to bring in change, even if it brings in erosion. They're seeking an outsider's guidance here to make a decision here, truly fair. It's a truly fair decision. It's very equilibrium. But there's some sort of decision that has to be made here, and I feel it has to be like an outsider coming in and making the decision for you, so it's done and dealt with. Then they will move forward with their intention with this relationship, but not until this legal justified thing is actually dealt with. I feel like maybe one of you is still, like, you may be separated, but I feel like one of you may be actually still contractually married or something to that nature, something to do with your buying agreement with someone else. And even though that you are very much not together, you're with this person, but the fact that that legal paperwork or something like that hasn't come through yet, it's a bit of a it's a bit of a no-go for this person until that's come in. Sorry, we're having storms coming through and thunder. 7 a.m. in the morning on a Monday morning, and it's gone to pop, people. It's gone to pop. And this person's what's worried it's going to pop too, I think, as well. They will move forward in a cautionary, guarded advancement with this relationship, but not until some sort of justice, gavelled moment, truly fair decision has been made here. Because of some sort of change or erosion in this relationship. This decision now needs to be made, and it needs to be made. I feel this person is very hell-bent on having this decision made, or they're not going to move at all. The outcome initially of the two energies moving forward, 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Now this is heavily, hastily made movement. My apologies. 8 of Wands. It's Cupid's arrows as well. Communication back and forth. Love, connection. Hot, heavy connection and communication. The 8 of Wands. Swift, like arrows through the sky, like wands at the ready. Flying through the sky. The 8 of Wands is swift communication, hastily made movement, moving forward very fast with something here, with this love connection, trying to get the fluency of, the sexy, happy talking back again. The 6 of Swords, though, clarifying that, underlying energy with that, it's a sense of a journey. It's a journey. It's a headstrong attempt to overcome the depression and difficulty that you have faced in the past. Leaving all the crap behind and moving forward. Clarifying this 8 of Wands and 6 of Swords, we have the 2 of Wands, the Devil, the World in reverse. The Devil is a major arcana for Capricorn. 2 of Wands. This is looking at the idea of it and looking at it as living, breathing reality, and asking yourself one and the same. I'm seeing that this is a real big question here. Of what we wanted when we played the game at the beginning, and what we got as we started to play the game and realised what it was all about, the game of life. We realised something. What we wanted and what we got. We're the same, and we're not happy about it. Coming in with them is the Devil and the World in reverse. Whatever this is now its living, breathing attitude, is now also become an addictive behaviour, an addictive vice. It's made you become maybe a bit animalistic, cruel, sadistic. It's made you subordinate. You have totally given everything and all, and it has just absorbed you. And because you're not at your best of self at all. Neither of you are in this relationship at all. I feel like moving forward out of March, there is going to be heavy communication back and forth, because there is a sense of one of you or both of you going on a journey in separate paths over water, big bodies of water. Because of that, you start to question, you both do, whether this is what you wanted, whether this is even worth it at all. The idea and it's in creation, not one and the same. And this is going to lead you to get quite ill-tempered about this, I feel. Maybe become a little bit animalistic, but become very, very self-destructive and selfish and egotistic and malevolent and subordinate and very, very out of control. Why? Because the world is in reverse. These cycles will continue. This cycle, this world has not come in its cycle. It is imperfect and it is still ongoing, it is still spinning, and it will continue to, because it is not done yet, it is not finished yet. And the world is inverted. It speaks about imperfection. Failure to complete the task that one starts due to lack of vision or disappointment or just giving up flat chat and walking away without any reason or point to it. I feel like if you don't nip these problems in the bud before this Two of Wands realization that things aren't good, and then this realization that this devil sort gets activated, you need to fix this long before that point. I see that you have an opportunity here in the outcome of communication, strong, thick communication, due to maybe the fact that you have some sort of separation here over. There's an issue here, and it's to do with some sort of anxiety, depression, something here. I would be only more speculating here than actually reading the cards at this point in time, but I do feel maybe something from the past, from one of you, both of you. I feel like it's one of you. I feel like it's this person at the bottom here, but it could be you, Gemini. But it is one of you. They have suffered some sort of trauma, and it's coming back through, even though it's not your trauma, Gemini, or this person, if you're not the one with the trauma. Take it how it resonates. Roles reversal and shit. Because of this, it's making you both question this relationship, both question who you are, both question everything. This Two of Wands. You've really, and you're starting to realize, are we just the devil's puppet? Have we just been playing the devil's game? Are we even, we're not even in control, we're not even in the reality. And then we realize the realization that because of all of this, our cycle is not finished and it's still spinning. It's just going to keep repeating unless we break the chains that bind and break the shackles that make us attached and attainable to this entity, person, place, thing, whatever it tends to fear. We want to unlock ourselves from this and be free and complete this cycle and make it perfectly finished and move forward and away with it. Whether that's to start again, whether that's to give up, or whether that's just so you know it's done and you have some sort of an evolution in yourself, in this relationship, in this connection. Something is out of sequence here to the point that it's actually seeping through and affecting multiple facets of this relationship, or it will sometime in the near future, because the current is starting to produce that now. That's why the moving forward clarification gets so dark so quick, because it's already in motion, I feel. And if more of this residual starts to build up, Houston, we're going to have a problem here. Shit's going to get a bit overly pressurized, a bit under justified, and very, very crazy. The additionals I had for you now for Gemini and your person for March. First card is Love card 15. I have a partner who will, I have a partner who can communicate well. Now, whether this is something that you wish your partner was better at, or something that you actually believe your partner is good at. Communication is key, and I really do feel that this is at the forefront of your mind, Gemini, towards your person. Could be reversed. You really want your partner to be able to communicate well like you can. Geminis are brilliant communicators. Their planetary placements, their ruler is Mercury. Mercury is the messenger of the gods. Your second card, Love card 8. I have a partner who shares my desire frequency for sex and intimacy. The Devil. I feel like you two do have a very full-on taste when it comes to erotica and some pretty full-on sexual acts, I want to say. We won't get too into that. I think you understand what I mean. But very adult. Maybe multiple adult. Take it how it resonates for you. But, what was I saying? I do very much feel that this is an extremely strong sexual attraction. Extremely hot crotch syndrome, 10 out of 10. My purpose is to improve myself, purpose card 11. And I feel like this is what you both want. You both want self-improvement. Not just improvement in the relationship and within the connection of each other, but most importantly, within each of yourselves, first and foremost. So you know what, some hot crotch syndrome, you have some great sex, you've got some great intimacy, you just do have a lot of passion in that regard. I think you just, Gemini especially think you wish it, but both of you I think just wish you could communicate better, you think feel out, and to improve yourself as you move forward together in this relationship. To always grow yourself first and within this relationship. And to constantly adjust with that within yourself as well as within the relationship. Wow, time is flying faster than today. I gotta get my skates on, people. Thank you so much for joining me, Redski, here at Righteous Readings. If you'd be so kind and if the reading resonated, hit me up down in the comments down below, leave me a like. Also, let me know, what's it like, couples, to have your Venus placement in Gemini? Do you think it's a hard placement, an easy placement? And what house does your Venus in Gemini placement sit in your natal chart? If you want to, let me know down in the comments down below. Maybe we'll find out some handy things that people think about their Venus placements. So Gemini couples and cross-watcher, thank you so much for joining me. And I can't wait to see you on the next round with me, Redski, on Righteous Readings. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I love you so. And I'll see you on the next round. Bye, y'all.